Are you cock blind?
So outrageous the toll. You can lose all you have. You refuse to give in to the town that takes all to survive. You must have the will. How this movie doesn't end the way we want all the time. And he shouts at the moon, she's gone. Fears will come. He was walking a mile. He was walking alone. How alone.
I need my routine.
What do you need me just to list off ethnic slurs again? Just like I usually do?
Yeah, but with numbers associated to them. You know? It's like a rhythm.
Yeah, well, I can't do that now. We're already recording.
1, 2,
and
3 popos.
Damn papas.
damn dirty popos. Wow, that's a fucking callback. Damn. Jesus Christ.
Let's see who the real Word Funk fans are.
Yeah.
Or does
By-
that go
yeah,
back to BT?
No, that's Word Funk, I think.
Okay. I know it was in Word Funk.
Yeah. No, the BT podcast was way worse. It was terrible. That was just Funk Dunk Plays levels of no boundaries. So almost.
We have boundaries, you worthless, driveling cunt.
Worthless what cunt? Say that
Driveling.
again.
Driveling.
That's just too far, man. Yeah. No, they set a lot of children on fire, so. It's just-
Yeah, those were the days.
Yep. Back in the old days when you could just
Babies
do that.
burning babies.
Yep. You could just do
It was
that.
babies burning babies back then.
Mm-hmm. God. Well, nowadays it's all just, can't even set one baby on fire. There was just a huge outcry, like, oh no, the baby. Fuck that baby. No, no, please.
I've seen that movie.
Oh yeah, I have to.
You mean babies on a plane?
That sounds worse.
Yeah, where Samuel L. Jackson was like, I've had enough of these motherfucking babies on this motherfucking plane. I'm opening a window.
Yeah.
Boom!
And that's totally understandable too.
And then the babies fly out the window.
And then storks catch them on the way down, and now it's storks.
And that's how families start. And if remember when the storks don't catch them, that's how you end up with Cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
I somehow want to tie that to crop circles, but I can't make it work.
Maybe that's if they come in at an angle and they're just like really like spinning real hard and it's like end up landing like going in a circle.
Baby bombs. Basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Very effective.
Yeah, I guess if you get enough of them dropped in the right pattern, you can make a crop circle.
Especially bonus points if you drop them on their parents. That sounds like a cool Flash game, actually.
You know, like elf bowling, but with babies and parents.
Yeah.
Shouldn't a 17-year-old on Newgrounds already have made this?
I mean, it can't be worse than, like, what's it called? I take a shower with my dad. What's that game? Dad shower?
I think it's literally just called showering with your dad.
Something like that. It can't be worse than that.
What was the game? It's What's Under Your Blanket?
Who wants to know? Who's asking?
I don't even remember. I don't even think it's in my Steam library. But as far as I can tell, it's a masturbation simulator. But you have to constantly. Your goal is to jerk it. But you have to worry about random family members walking into your bedroom.
Yeah, I played a WarioWare game like that,
So
except it
what?
was you're playing video games in bed, and then your mom will sometimes open the door.
Oh, that's even
What does
worse.
that do?
You get game over if she... Yeah, you get game over if she sees you playing the games, so it's like you... I think you hold down the L and R buttons to hide your controller under the bed when she comes in.
It's just too fucking real. It hits very close to home, especially at night.
Well, yeah, I mean, it gets kind of weird. Like, this part, like, you'll see her image appear in the TV that starts flickering, and then she'll, like, crawl out of the TV, like the girl in the ring. And that's the moment when, you have to put your games away so she won't see it.
Okay, so she
she'll be, like,
comes to
walking
take-
around the window outside of your bedroom, and then suddenly, like, there at the window, and you have to hide it.
I get it now. She's coming for you to turn off your video games because you're actively delusional and you need to take your meds. And video games aren't good for you. She's looking out for you, is what's happening here.
Yeah, and she's got, like, scary glowing eyes because it's a horror movie mom.
Yeah, this kid is not okay.
Yeah. I mean, WarioWare isn't a game for okay people to begin with. They have, like, mini-games where you can pick your nose. You have to, like, remote control your Wiimote so that the hand goes, the finger up the nose and not to the side of the nose.
Yeah, it's for people who want to pick their nose, but they're too OCD to do it in real life because they need to wash their hands every time, and it's just a cleaner version of picking your nose, basically.
Okay, I just looked up What's Under Your Blanket on Steam, and I don't own it. It's a 99-cent game, and the description is, it's about a guy who gets in an awkward situation in a not suitable moment and tries to overcome it. We all face such difficulties. And one of the, I'm looking at the different screenshots it has, and one of them is he's lying in bed in a gym, and one, he's lying in a sleeping bag underneath the Christmas tree, and Santa has walked in on him.
I mean, we've all been there, right?
Yeah. And I guess, like, the whole thing is
I've seen that movie.
Yeah, let's see. Helps a lot with how to fap without getting caught, 69 out of 10.
Just lock yourself in the bathroom, dude.
This is an inaccurate simulator.
Yeah, just doors with locks are the solution.
Yeah, basically.
The most perverted game on Steam ever. You force masturbate a young teenage boy for your own satisfaction and reward. That's it. No love or kisses. Recommended.
Heavy stuff.
Just reading the reviews.
Heavy stuff. Yeah. Life lessons, right?
Exactly. Force masturbate. Like, is that like in the new Star Wars movie that I haven't seen yet?
Sorta, kinda.
The Force masturbates.
Just like a whole bunch of stormtroopers are charging at the good guys, and all of a sudden, just like, and all of them just like grab their junk and fall to the ground moaning.
Yeah, it's called The Force masturbates, and it's just the whole universe vibrates and moans for 2 hours. Force is everywhere, it's the thing.
It's like battle. It's like battle meditation, but it's boner meditation.
There's gotta be a thing. There's no way that's not a thing.
Well, there's a lot of Star Wars pornos. I'm trying to remember if any of them have jerked it with the Force or not. I'm sure one of them.
It has to. Yeah, that's not possible. Jade, that's your mission. Until next time, do your research.
Yeah, I gotta go watch all the other ones.
Yep.
I mean, Christ, there's like 2 or 3 erotica authors that write in a subgenre called Sex Mage World, where it's all about people having magical sex powers. So which is basically like having the Force but dirty. So like there has to be Star Wars Force porn.
Well, I'm sure there is. I'm just not sure if there's any in the live action filmed porn that people have done.
Yeah.
Oh, there should be, because you could do like a whole eStem thing just with Force lightning.
It's great that it's called the Force in that context. That's absolutely fantastic. You can't go wrong with that.
Would you like to have a foursome? Where are the other two people? No, just me, you, and the Force.
Yeah, that's a slightly more wholesome direction than what I was going for. That's good. Turn it around.
Yep, make this family friendly.
Uh-huh.
And baby making.
Baby bacon. Yeah, you make babies and then you throw them out of planes.
Exactly. That's where you get the babies. You force you force jerk into a fourth vagina. It has to be a fourth vagina
in the sky.
Clone Wars Season 6.
It's like a spirit bomb for jizz. It absorbs it all to make babies to shoot out of airplane windows.
I feel like this is a whole universe we're creating here.
This is Season 3's universe, is what we're creating.
I can't remember if we even started the episode.
No.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, hey everybody. Welcome to Funk Dunk Place, Season 2, Episode 11. We have been on this Skype call now for 15 minutes, and we are now going to start the damn show. All right, so you were apparently you're taking your leave of Glexian the Mad?
Unless he wants to come with us.
He has a lot to process.
Yeah.
And he actually informs you that he's going to be heading to Stab because he's going to need to help with, settling up Bill Fedor's estate. And, as basically Bill Fedor's, virtual husband, he has a lot of, power of attorney rights over the estate.
Why didn't they live together?
'Cause work.
Party butts. Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Wizards, while they can fall in love, traditionally speaking, never cohabitate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a wizard needs his tower. And, it may have been implied, but I'm going to say it outright because it's something you guys know. And I think I mentioned in a previous episode, but I may not have, is that there's a difference between a magic user and a wizard. And that wizards in this world are not, mortal humans. Yeah. They're more along the line of Tolkien-style wizards. As in, they're their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which is how they can be thousands of years old.
Yep. And they need their towers,
yeah, and it's a wizard lives in a tower.
Yeah, I mean.
It's sort of like, a dog lives in the Houses of Parliament. It's just how it works.
Yeah, I mean, Saruman and Gandalf didn't live together, so.
Nope. No, even though they did fuck.
But they didn't, each one had their own thing going on.
Of course, you never found out where Gandalf lived.
Yeah, in a tower.
Everywhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah. I'm assuming he had a tower. Yes, he didn't brag about it. And that's why Radagast was so fucked up, because he had a house. That's why he died first.
So the prison was an hour or so away from Stab?
Yep. A little less than a day away from Harn.
Okay, so they were in kind of the same direction.
Would we, on our way from Harn to the prison, would we pass Stab in any significant ways?
Not really significantly. I mean, this Stab is an hour away from the prison. Harn is to the... I think it said Harn was to the east of Stab. And the prison was to the south of Stab. So they're kind of triangulated. The prison's about an hour south of Stab, and Harn is one day's travel to the east.
Mm-hmm. But does Glexian want us to drop him off in Stab?
He is more than capable of traveling on his own.
Okay, cool. Because he can't teleport or something. He mentioned that.
No, but he can. he's been in a long distance relationship for a long
Yeah.
time, and he has several frequent flyer miles to use.
Okay,
So.
cool. All right, so we're gonna go out on our own, I guess. Grab our mud heap,
Mudler?
yeah, and our
Okay.
sheep, and head back.
Okay.
Get the sheep whether you want it or not.
Yeah,
Yeah, you really don't have a say
No.
in the sheep.
I think by this point it would miss the sheep if it were gone.
Oh.
Like maybe not like consciously, but there would be something missing,
Yeah.
like a void in the chest area.
Or the butt area.
I don't know if they got that far yet. I'm not sure.
So, you're gonna head there pretty directly? Just like main roads?
Yep.
Okay, it is, a relatively peaceful area, so you don't necessarily have to worry about bandits or anything, and especially because you are closing in on a supermax prison. It's like what a criminal's going to do if they break out of prison. Stick around. The imposing outer walls of the tower rise with the horizon. It looks just exactly the same as it did when you broke out of it. Very prison-y.
So they haven't set fire to it yet.
If it's on fire, you can't really tell.
Anastasia, Lisa. So, like, what's our approach? Any ideas? In terms of disguises? Or anything? We have our cop shtick, but I'm not sure that's what we wanna go with. Big Popo. Looking for someone who's doing shady shit. They probably don't want to talk to the police.
Yeah. It would be nice if we could somehow get some information on what's going on inside there.
Can you send your fish?
Not that far, I don't think.
Not that far. Oh, figures.
I can look it up. I think it's like 100 feet.
Yeah, it's not very far.
Yeah, I think that's what you said it was. Yeah.
I guess when we get to the front, we'll be able to tell if there's a guard on duty.
Yeah, but we should
indicating
be appropriately disguised by then already. Is the thing.
Yeah.
Just some random people and make something up on the spot.
That we're there to visit a relative or something. You're here to bring Jimmy's a cake that totally doesn't have a file in it. Or that does have a file in it, so you can file his nails.
Yeah, that makes sense to put in the
Or
cake.
it does have a file in it so he can organize his paperwork. He was imprisoned for illegal accounting, you see.
Illegal accounting.
Yeah, and we know it was a magic prison, so he's not going to use the file to break out.
I mean, what we're gonna say, I guess, depends on what we see. So,
Yeah, because like when we get there, we'll see if there's a guard in charge or if there's like a prisoner turned like door guard in charge, or exactly who's in charge of this prison now that it doesn't have its strongest defense anymore.
I'm gonna turn into like some kind of dignified Chinese grandma type. She's old and dignified, but she's practiced Tai Chi her entire life, so she's healthy, she's in shape, and she's wisdom.
Yeah, and so I guess I'll use my Mask of Many Faces invocation, which is just disguise self at will, to become like your student or something.
My student.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Yeah, you're like a martial arts teacher or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm your student.
I hope no one asks me to like show him some moves.
No, that's if you tell the master to do that, they'll make their apprentice do it instead. Not that my strength is any good either. My
That's an
dex is
acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Alright, before you know what, never mind.
It's not good.
You have a plan, we're gonna let you go with that plan.
We literally don't have a plan, is the thing.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out a way to find out what the situation is right
Yes, exactly.
Okay, roll insight then.
On who or what?
now. Are we up to like the gate or?
No, you're not there yet. You're within visual range of the place, but you don't necessarily, you're not like you couldn't touch it, like with your nose, but give me a generalized insight roll.
20.
Okay, Eliza, you suddenly have an idea, and actually you both simultaneously come up with the same idea.
Weird.
And you look at each other like one of those, are you thinking what I'm thinking type movie moments?
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
And you kind of like nod at each other.
But not in a season 1 way.
And then you both realize, wait a minute, Bilfaldor worked for the cops all the time, supplying them with magical weapons. They would probably know and trust Mudler. Maybe he could just pop in and see what's going on. They'd probably just let him walk through. He's a machine.
He's a terrible liar, though.
He couldn't have an ulterior motive.
Yeah, he's just gonna tell him.
Yeah, he's a terrible liar, so if they ask, who did you come with, then you'll just tell them.
My new masters. They are looking for, like, this and that and this and that. Or unless we tell him.
You could always just tell him not to. Yeah.
Is that a thing?
He's a golem. He does what he's told. You're his masters. He wouldn't hide things from you.
Yeah. Alright. I don't know why I never think to use him. It's the second time. It's just a thing. He's just not... I don't know. I have to get used to this.
He's our comedy relief.
No, Jade, you're in charge of Mudler now. I can't deal with him.
Okay. I'll just order him around like another prop.
That's your thing, isn't it?
Yep. If empathy was a stat, I'd have 0.
Good thing.
Okay, so, yeah, so I guess, look at, let's see, how do I phrase this?
Okay, so, Mud Butler. We need you to go in there and just see what the situation is. Don't tell anyone that we're here. Don't tell anyone what's going on. Just find out what's going on in there, and then come back and tell us.
Basic reconnaissance and infiltration. Luckily, I am highly trained in the stealthy arts.
Oh, good.
Are you?
And he slowly lumbers towards the building.
Okay, so we send our ninja mud golem in to...
I feel like he's a little bit OP. It's just, you know...
I didn't say he actually was, you just said he was.
Yeah, but he wouldn't lie to us.
He may have been being
He
sarcastic.
wouldn't lie to us.
Alright, if you want us to hang out for like half an
Yeah.
hour, eventually he just comes walking back.
Riddled with arrows. Yeah.
No, looks perfectly fine. Absolutely, nothing happened. And he goes, "It is a little bit busy in there.
Oh.
Lots of guards running about, keeping the imprisoned magic users imprisoned. They said there's an entire battalion on its way, but it shouldn't get here for another 6 hours."
Oops.
Okay, so the guards are still in charge.
It would seem so.
Is that good or bad?
Apparently,
That's my voice.
I cannot judge.
I didn't ask you.
There are very bad people locked up in there.
They're just misunderstood.
Very dangerous. What happened to your voice?
I'm a little old lady.
I hadn't noticed.
Do you even have eyes?
Yes, but how can I put this? All mortals look alike to me. Not trying to be
That's heavy.
racist.
That's heavy shit, dude.
Eliza shrugs because she feels the same way about non-UNT.
Jeez.
Yep.
I mean, kind of same, though. Is the
Yeah.
thing.
Dungeons and racists.
Okay, so should we approach it as guards, or police officers, or...
Stop me if it gets ridiculous. Like,
Okay, stop.
maybe associates of Billy's who are trying to continue his work or something that might get us in contact with the guy.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna have to address that at some point, that we're
Yeah.
there because of him. I mean, like, if we're detectives again, we have our Walpian outfits.
Like, what if we are associated with Bilfaldor, and we're here to try and like help the situation by setting up some of his magic, like setting it back up,
You're basically you're the repair crew, is what you're
something
saying?
like that. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, we can't actually do anything, but we can make it look like it, I guess.
And then tell them to get us directly to anybody who's involved with Bilfaldor, so we can consult with them on what needs to be done to bring the magic back up.
I think that might get us get a foot in the door.
Okay, yeah, well, I mean, okay, so if we're associates of Bilfaldor, would we be police? Would we be detectives? Would we just be some other magic person, wizardy types that he would know? Or
Who would have thought that breaking back into the prison would be more difficult for you guys than breaking out?
I guess we could keep going with what we had of being those Walpian detectives, but with this group we can claim that we know how to bring the barrier back up, but we need to consult with everyone who knows Bilfaldor so we can find out the extent of the damage and...
Yeah, but then if we fuck it up, we can't go back to those disguises in Stab, because they're gonna let them know.
Well, I mean, if we fuck it up, that's big problems anyway.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so we can use that to get in, and then we're gonna have to drop it eventually.
Yeah.
Jasmine, Sparkle Dust, activate! But we're gonna leave Mudler?
Either way, I guess, because we are going with these disguises. We're saying we came from Bilfaldor's tower, and we're associated with him, so it would make sense that we'd have his butler.
Yeah,
And,
I guess.
And we can even be honest about that, yes, we sent him in to see if the prison was in shambles, because we didn't want to get killed when we walked in.
Yeah. Wow, that didn't take long at all.
So, we're, Mongoshan first and Jasmine Sparkle Dust are back on the clock.
Yes.
From the Walpian Fib. So, you can, if you're going right up to the front door.
Yep.
There is no one at the front door.
Yeah, what would they?
It is closed, though.
It's closed.
So I guess I'm going to turn to Mudler and say,
How do we get in?
I rang the bell. There's a little pull chain.
hey, we're pretending to be legitimate, so I just pull the chain.
You hear a loud bong bong noise, and then the bell rings, and you hear like a little bit of commotion from behind the door. And then the door itself doesn't open, but a little hatch in it opens. You see a pair of eyes appear behind the hatch and goes, "For God's sake, who's that? Oh, it's you, Mudler." And he just opens the door.
Okay.
He's a big fat door opener, is what he is. Some basic.
He ignores you two, but he looks at Mudler and goes, "Who are your friends?"
Okay, I'll step in before he answers, I guess.
Yeah.
And
We're investigators from Walpian Police. We're following up on Bilfaldor's death. We may have a way to get his enchantments back up, but we need to speak to everyone who he had made contact with here in the prison.
Oh, you mean here? Suppose you'd be, wanting to talk to the Commandant then?
Yeah. If he's the one, yeah. Where do we find him?
Oh, he's a little busy making sure the more, how can I put this, sprightly of our inmates stay in their cells, but, just follow me, I'll bring you to the waiting room. If you can lead you down, there is, of course, a long tunnel, which, goes through the zombie courtyard, but is obviously protected from it by being a tunnel. He leads you into the first of the donut-style, levels of the building, and leads you up one flight of stairs into a room in the middle of the second floor, and just ask you to please wait there, and the Commandant will be with you once he has everything under control.
And how long do you think that will take?
He doesn't know, but he is hopeful it won't be very long.
Hmm.
And in this room, with the relatively sparsely appointed room, there's a large mahogany desk, and there are two comfy-looking wooden chairs in front of it, and one very comfy-looking chair behind it.
Mm.
And there is a magical lamp
Can I rub it?
hanging from the ceiling. No, it's more along the lines of like an actual, almost like if this wasn't fantasy land, this would be just an electric light.
Dang.
It's like a light fixture, but magic.
Okay.
So there's no shirtless blue guys inside it.
None that you know of.
Can I rub it?
Because you can, but if you do, you will notice that it really is just like a lampshade with a light under it,
It's hot, probably.
like a glowing ball of light, and it's not really all that impressive.
Yeah.
It just lights
Fuck
up the room.
So it's a non-Belfador enchanted lamp.
Apparently.
Hmm.
It definitely appears that someone else did the magic on it.
Is the guy leaving?
Yes, he's left and he's gone back to doing first floor guard things.
Okay, cool. Because I wanted to ask him something, but okay. He's gone.
We can retcon that you asked him something as he was leaving, yeah.
You sure you don't want us to help out in the meantime? We can hold our own.
He thanks you, but he wants to, he assures you that, everything is, under control.
Sure it is. Sure it is.
He tells you not to worry. The police have everything under control and are working in your best interests.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
He thanks you, nods his head, and walks away.
Mm-hmm.
Closing the door behind him.
Okay. So, we're here.
I just kick my feet up on the back of a chair and wait around.
Alright. So you guys just like gonna sit in the chairs and wait?
Unless there's any like books or things that look like they'd be worth looking at.
Not really.
Any saucy letters between the commandant and someone else sitting on his desk.
If you could give me a perception check, that would be super awesome.
Mm.
Okay, you don't notice anything.
Me too.
It's something that Elise would have noticed, but not it.
I see with my snake sight.
This is something sneaky. Yeah,
Alright,
I'm just gonna say the last, like, as an aside. I gotta say, this is one of the more eventful missions I've been on. It might have something to do with you, I'm not sure.
I shrug. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck it. You don't care.
Yeah.
If you're just like you said, you put your feet up on the desk, you're sort of like chilling out.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to rub the lamp.
Is that a cantrip?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Okay. Okay.
Just rubbing the lamp.
You're stroking the lamp with your magical mind.
Yes.
And what happens is, rather out of nowhere, and this is kind of surprising, in these nice, comfy wooden chairs, all of a sudden metallic straps materialize, trapping both of your arms and trapping its arms and legs, and Eliza's arms, because her legs are up on the desk, and
Okay.
And suddenly, there's someone in the chair on the other side of the desk.
I thought that was me rubbing the lamp who did that.
Nope.
Okay.
Is the anti-magic field still down?
Yep, but just for a moment, this happens. Is you notice that man in the desk you've met before.
Mm-hmm.
And Reginald Butt looks at you, directly eyes, and goes, "Huh, really? We honestly do have to stop meeting like this."
Oh, hello there. Did you miss me?
Aren't you disguised? How does he know?
He's probably got some kind of magical sight. I haven't too.
Your disguises don't really do much when you're a man like me. I'm a butt.
Indeed.
You sure are, buddy. You sure are.
I'd ask why you, were trying to infiltrate the prison you worked so hard at getting out of. But, I feel like I already know.
You're doing a bang-up job holding it together, I can see.
Ah, well, when old Bilfador died, that was a bit of a spot of bother. But, having an entire corpse of extremely powerful mages on your side makes it a lot easier to keep extremely powerful mages on their side under control. It's all about maintaining order.
Indeed. Well, funny story. We're investigating his death as well, and the clues lead back to your people.
Should I roll persuasion or deception to convince him that we do think there's somebody on his side who's behind this?
That would be persuasion, I think.
Mm-hmm. You're not lying.
Yeah.
Because that is what you do think, so it wouldn't be a lie.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a lie, but I'm presenting it in a shady way, because that's just how I roll.
I still think it would just be under persuasion.
17.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The facts would seem to indicate that we have something to do with it, but I can assure you, nobody involved in the law and order system in this good country is involved in that poor man's death. Well, not directly.
No, yeah, we know that. It's all about the indirectly. That's what we're interested in.
Well, I suppose this is the point in the adventure, right? Where I spill the beans and tell you about my nefarious plot, right?
Do you have one?
Because I've got you where I want you, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, here's my scheme and my plan, and you'll never defeat me. And then, oh, look, you did, and you defeat me. And I go, oh, I would have gotten away from you if it wasn't for you people and your lack of snoots.
You're sounding awfully suspicious there. Are you sure you don't want to tell us something?
He looks cute and goes, of course I'm acting suspicious. I'm a butt. We're trained to be suspicious.
You're trained.
Throw people off the scent.
Are you admitting to something or not?
Got nothing to admit to. Always just trying to make the world a better place, me.
Well, if that's indeed the case, then maybe you should help us to clean up your shop. Because somebody here was involved with Bilfador trying to summon a fucking demon to rain down fiery hell upon your town.
Was it you? First question.
Oh, I don't think this goody two-shoes was involved. He might be, but...
They always seem like that.
Should I roll insight on butts so far?
Reginald laughs at that comment. He finds it very amusing, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a funny guy.
Yeah. I thought I already told you that I'm not gonna do the big reveal.
You can do a little one.
Instead, you know what? I think I've sort of neglected some of my old friends. He just snaps his fingers, and rather instantly you find yourselves teleported, luckily without the chairs, into the courtyard.
I played that game.
And you notice that those zombies that had spent all that time looking really docile and just sort of bumping into each other and moaning, you kind of realize that they might have been acting like that because their master was there. Because they're not looking quite as docile now.
So Goris isn't there anymore.
Not saying that, I'm saying that you were with him.
Oh, okay. He might be inside.
Yeah, and they are supposed to be the last line of defense for the entire prison.
Mm-hmm.
You're surrounded by an army of zombies, and they look hungry.
So outrageous to toll.